Back to the channel. I am your mistress of ceremony, Lady Nika, and with this week's edition of Fuck Shit Friday, where we talk shit and swallow spit. We do all that at the same time. I know y'all thought I wasn't coming, didn't it? Greenleaf uploading right now, child. By the time I finish this little stuff here, it should be released out unto you. And then this will come right afterwards. Then tomorrow, well, actually it's tomorrow now. It's Friday now, but we gonna act like it ain't Friday. And y'all will get that Tangled and Twisted review from me tomorrow. Then I will have completed the process. Child, I'm looking tattered and torn right about now. I've been up all day trying to give y'all just a piece of me. Now, we're going to go on and get through these topics because y'all know I ain't got time to sit back and really play around with it. I need to get them done and get them out the way. We're going to talk about Bombay Sapphire recall. Now, for those of y'all who going to act like y'all don't drink or ain't been around no drinkers, that's a gin, okay? They had it's a gin. It's manufactured in Canada. Authorities in Canada removed it because the alcohol content was not what the bottle advertised. The Daily Mail reported that Bombay Sapphire had 70%, 77% alcohol, while the bottle only advertised it at 40%. It said that it's the second time in the country alcohol content was higher than advertised. George Bay Vodka back in March was recalled after it was found to have 81% alcohol content. They fucking bitches up, huh? Mm. The Ontario Liquor Control Board asked consumers not to consume the gin and return it, all them cute little bottles, back to return the bottles of Bombay Sapphire due to the high alcohol content, and refunds were given. Supposedly, the problem was in the production line. A batch was bottled before it had the time to actually dilute so that it would be at the 40% as it's stated on the bottle, but it wouldn't. So far, they haven't gotten any reports surfacing that anyone became ill off the contaminated drinks. Child, they over there getting you fucked up, girl. You wrong for asking me to do this damn story. You know I like to consume one or two or eight or sometimes. Just depending on how I feel. You never know. Now let's move on to some more fuckery in the news. First of all, I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time. We ain't doing no Trump news today. I'm gonna have to send you over there to Beautiful Soul and hope she did something. Cause I don't feel like talking about 45. I'm kind of like in a good space today, and I want to keep this thing going. Even though the Friday has ended, Thursday ended, and we are actually in Friday, my Central Standard Time. We are. I don't want to talk about no 45 news, so I'm not gonna even get into this. How they trying to write this bill up, where they're gonna consider, well, they're hoping to get it passed to where you would be saying that things like postpartum depression, C-sections, and domestic abuse would be considered pre-existing conditions. If I ain't never heard of no, so you mean to tell me just because a hoe have an issue with her emotions after having a child, she will be placed into a pre-existing condition, uh, affecting the rates, her rates with her insurance company, what she'll have to pay opposed to what they'll cover for her. All because she had some issues after her body went through a major change. So you telling me because a chick go up into the hospital to have a baby, something unexpected arises and they have to do a C-section on her, which is gonna lead to permanent damn scarring for her. You tell me that that's a pre-existing. She didn't have no C-section or no scarring prior to having this kid. And then you telling me if a bitch get with somebody, male or female, and they tend to have whoop a bitch ass tendencies, you mean to tell me that that's gonna be considered a pre-existing condition too? I told you, so I'm getting mad already. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna talk about some different type of fuck shit that just makes me look at them strange, but it don't make me want to just bite a bitch head off the way this administration that we dealing with now is doing. Okay. Let's talk about the Cincinnati, Ohio woman that was admitted to University of Cincinnati after a 14-month-old toddler she was babysitting, got stuck in her vagina cavity. Y'all, when I first saw this shit put on my timeline over there on the face of Book of Faces, I hollered. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm thinking, ain't I know we living in perilous times, and you can't never say what a person will or won't do. But what I thought was absolutely retarded was when I read a story where a bitch done tried to stick a already big ass 14-month-old child up in her cooch. Child, let me tell y'all about the story. Follow me if you will. Her name is Latifah Brown. She's a 31-year-old woman. She looked like a big brown bear. Shout out to Corey Holcomb and the 5150 show for that one. Shit. Well, she called 911 reporting she had a baby stuck in her vagina. Now, quite naturally, y'all know that the dispatcher thought that she was pregnant and about to give birth at home. So she sent the ambulance over there. And when the EMT people get there, they shocked by what they see. Shocked, to say the least, okay? One of the paramedics did an interview about the situation afterwards, and he said the little boy had on a diaper and pajamas, but he had his legs and his abdomen stuck in that bile gutter snipe's vagina. Child, whatever. Folks sent me more, he said them folks spent over an hour trying to free that child before realizing that they gonna have to just transport her to the hospital. Now the boy he did suffer some a dislocated hip, and doctors are expecting him to recover fine, no damages. They interrogated this woman afterwards, and she confessed, which she ain't had no choice, because I mean he was stuck in you. How you gonna lie? She said she deliberately inserted the child in her vagina cavity. She claims she has been under a great deal of depression because doctors told her that she would never have a kid, so she wanted to know what childbirth felt like. Well, now you know, Miss Brown, and now you got 11 criminal charges, including aggravated child neglect and causing bodily harm, and you could spend up to 65 years behind bars if you deem competent to stand trial. Trial could start as early as June if she's deemed competent. What y'all think about that? I told you we living in some perilous times. You were dealing with people who will pretty much do anything. Girl, I don't trust no damn body, okay? I side eye every hoe twice. Cause you just never know when a person might go snap, crackle, and kaboom, and they do this shit on you. I don't understand that. But anyway, y'all, let's move on to some more disturbing fuck shit Friday news. A Catholic priest has been acquitted by the church after he admitted to raping almost 30 young girls between the age of 5 and 10 years old, between 5 and 10. Jose Garcia Altufalo was cleared of any wrongdoing and won't face any criminal charges, despite the fact he was HIV positive when he was sexually abusing all of the children he has admitted to raping. Now, one of the mothers had an issue with this, and she wrote to the Pope asking to meet with him in Rome to discuss that case. But see, she was shunned by the Vatican, who considered this case a closed matter. This took place in Okada. I think I'm saying, I might be butchering the hell out of it. It's a state in southern Mexico where the Catholic faith has a large following. I thought that was the crazy. So because, well, what y'all think about that? He admitted to raping these kids while infected with HIV. Meaning that he more than likely infected at least one or two of them. He probably did, more than likely. But because this Catholic religious based part of this country, well, not this country, but a part of that country, a part of Mexico, allows him to walk free because he been forgiven for what he did. Child, even the children ain't safe, ain't it? We already knew our children wasn't, but look like ain't no children safe from a predator. He should be locked the fuck up and had his shit dismembered. They do that kind of stuff in them different places. Take his shit off. He don't need it. He don't deserve it because he ain't know how to use it with respect. Child. Now let's go on, because like I said, I don't want this to run long. The Department of Justice released a statement this week that the two white cops involved in the alleged killing of Alton Sterling will not be prosecuted. Now y'all remember Alton Sterling from last summer. He's the young black man down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana that was standing in front of Triple J store selling CDs and DVDs, just minding his own damn business. And he wasn't loitering because his friend who was the store owner had given him permission to stand out there. Now they say that they had got a report of I think some shooting in the area or whatever, but it wound up with these cops showing up at this store. When they arrived at this store, I don't know what kind of conversation, I can't remember they had, but I know that the next thing I know via the video, he being put down on the ground, they done shot him and they was removing a gun that they found on him. Now I wonder if he had brandished on them or tried to threaten them in any kind of way. They actually took the gun off the boy, and from what the witnesses say around the store who was there at that time, he did nothing. But yet, these two cops get to walk free for that. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Well, as you know, last year it did spark a major riot. A major protest broke out around my state. You know, I'm in Louisiana, child. Then the next day, Philandro Castile got shot, and that just really that elevated this country, you know, real bad. We was already coming off the heels of Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin, and then we got these two black men who were killed for really no reason whatsoever, and the police officers are not being held accountable. Y'all, Black Lives Matter. I know a lot of people say all lives matter. I can't worry about all lives. I got to worry about me, because clearly there's a mark on my back. Not because I done did nothing wrong, but because I just happen to be black. Because, see, they not just targeting us, our men. We can get it too, ladies. We can get it too. 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy. All you gotta be is black, and you are target is on your back, and that is the country that we live in today. That upset a lot of people, including the mayor, and I heard that the governor and all of them was saying that they usually find out first, so that when the news break, the city officials can be in place to answer questions, and try to help the community deal with whatever it is that they supposed to be dealing with. Not to mention that someone from the Justice Department had stated to the Sterling family that they would sit. Wait a minute. Okay, they said they would have a meeting with a member of the Sterling family before any announcement was made, and that never happened. So if y'all know, right about now, New Orleans is like it's like the calm before the storm. You can feel the tension rising, and I'm sure it's about to explode. But I just pray to God that it don't, because see, when they doing that, when we get tearing up shit, we tearing up our own shit. Now, that's a different thing if you're in their neighborhood fucking their shit up. But you in your own neighborhood and you tearing it up, and all that's gonna do is get him a reason. We gonna have to figure out something, child, cause marching ain't working either. I just don't understand a country that can sit here and see this happen on a video. It hasn't been altered. This is what happened, and these men are able to walk free. Officer Blaine Simone and Howard Lake the third. Uh, they ain't gonna be charged, and neither one of them want to make a statement right now. Hmm. Not surprised, child. Not surprised at all. Like I said, this stuff is occurring at an all-time high. I can tell you guys to do one thing for certain is talk to your children. Talk to your eggs, baby. Have conversations with your eggs about what to do and what not to do. But it seems like even if you got good kids, or you doing the right thing, you still subjected to being, killed at the hands of police, because you got this 15-year-old child over in Dallas by the name of Jordan Edwards that was shot in the head, by this cop by the name of Roy Oliver. Now, this young man was shot in the head this past weekend as he was leaving a party with his older siblings that had ended. They ended the party early. I guess it was too much noise. I don't know what was going on, but these boys were minding their own business. They was leaving the scene, okay? And we also found out that Roy was fired this week for breaking departmental policies and excessive use of force. He fired a rifle into a moving car that was moving away from him, full of teenagers. Now, he originally lied saying Jordan was driving the car for one and he was driving it at a high rate of speed toward police officers. However, video surfaced showing that that was not the case. So he does have the right to appeal his termination. They tried to cover up his rates, but the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement maintains data on all licensed peace officers in that state. And when you go and type him in, it says that he white. Okay. Now, the criminal investigation into the shooting is being conducted by two Dallas County agencies, the Sheriff Department and the DA office, okay? A lawyer for the Edwards family posted on Twitter Tuesday night that Roy Oliver is actually appealing his termination. So he trying to act like he did shit wrong to these people, to this child, to this family. When they go back, I've seen news reports this week where he they talked about Jordan, his classmates, his teachers. This boy was an honor roll student. This boy was loved in his community and his school. Why'd you kill him? But I ain't gonna go too deep because you know that you two be on that fuck shit. So it is what it is, child. I hope justice is served in this because if it's not, child, it's gonna be some problems. Okay, they not gonna sit here and just let you back to back. Now I know that it's a protocol to how you supposed to handle situations. I'm not saying go out there and hurt nobody, but at some point we gonna have to band together and be willing to die for our rights to just live in this country. You know, we're resilient people. We will survive, but I mean, it's not cool when the police feel like it's open season on niggas, and that's exactly what the hell it seems like. I ain't here for that. Child, let me get off of that because I don't, like I said, I don't want nothing messing with my aura. Now, y'all wanted me to talk about Janet Jackson. She announced that, her and her husband are separated. She admits that it's now in God's hand and the hands of the court. So, they separated. She even went so far at the beginning to say, y'all may not recognize me because I done gained some weight. Randy, her brother, was in the background saying a lot of ways. She told him shut up. But she wanted to, let us know that, she loving on her baby. She happy. But what she really want us to know that she's returning to the stage. She's going to resume what was once called the Unbreakable Tour. Now it's called the State of the World Tour. It's going to be starting in September right here in my home state of Louisiana. It's going to start in Lafayette, Louisiana on September the 7th and end December the 17th in Atlanta, Georgia. She's got a 56-date tour set up. Janet, what I need you to do is to shut the naysayers down. Welcome back, girl, but I need you to be it's 56 of them. You need to make 56 of them. Be there, be ready, and do your thing, because I know you can. I got faith in you. I've been waiting on you to come on back through and whisper for me. So, girl, congratulations on the birth of your baby and resuming your tour, and I wish you nothing but success and the best going forward, Janet Jackson. Now, the Met Gala was this past weekend. That's the who's who show up with their finest on. We saw Rihanna. We done seen we saw Nicki Minaj there. We saw Solange. We saw Lupita Nyong'o. What her name is, 12 Years a Slave. We saw it was a lot of people there, but see, it was one picture in particular that social media took and ran with it. And oh yeah, Solange, Mama, Beyonce, and the babies and all that. They look real nice. Everybody look nice. But the one picture, like I said, I wanted to discuss before I roll up out of here was that picture that Nicki Minaj took with the Olsen twins. Now, for those of you who knew in the world and don't know about Full House and them two little twin girls that they rotated out during the seasons and stuff, them little girls done been through a lot. People talked about them on social media because Nikki took a picture with them because they were some of her childhood favorites. She grew up watching Full House, apparently. And people talking about how bad them girls look. You know what? We live in a society that needs to stop trying to judge a person's look. First and foremost, they are young, but them girls been through a lot. Okay, we know they've had issues with weight problems. They've had issues with drug problems. One of them was romantically linked to Heath Ledger, and you know he allegedly died of an overdose. She was one of the people that was alleged to have been called first, opposed to calling 911. The masseuse that came in and found him dead called her, and she sent some people over. So it's been rumored that she sent folks over to clean up the scene because they did drugs and things like that together. These girls have been through a lot. They didn't have no childhood. From babies, we saw these girls grow up. Then I don't know how deep some of y'all, but y'all around by my age, so y'all remember the rumors about Bob Saget, which played the daddy on Full House. Y'all know that it was rumored that he used to, be torturing folks and stuff or whatnot. Now that's just a rumor. It's alleged. I ain't saying this man did it. I don't have no proof of it, but that is the Hollywood rumor, and that is what had been going around for years. I didn't make the shit up. Y'all done seen this man recently on different TV and radio programs where you could tell he a creepy little bastard to me. He a creepy old bastard. And I wouldn't be surprised if, he made life, did things maybe to, some with these girls. I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't gonna say he did. I ain't gonna say he did either. But I'm not gonna say that he didn't, because based upon what I see about him, he's a creepy old bastard. That's what I called him. But I'll say this about it though, y'all. Them girls went through a lot. It's a lot. See, you don't know what that feel like, 'cause me and you had a childhood. Even if mine was cut short, I had some of it. These girls never had a childhood. You need to be young, innocent, free, wild, have friends, go to parties, have sleep up. You need to do all of that. You can't do that with with the world staring into your life and want to see everything you do. And so I think that people need to stop being so goddamn judgmental and evil toward people and let a person live. For real. Let a person live their best life. You don't know. I ain't gonna say, let me tell you something, baby. Black don't crack often, okay? It don't. But these girls been through hell in their life. We don't even know half of what them girls probably done been through or done seen in their life growing up in front of the TV screen. Every time they go somewhere, they got to worry about paparazzi putting a camera up in their goddamn face. You don't know what that could have done to them. Then to have dealt with issues with weight, and then dealing with issues with drugs. All of that shit, that takes a toll on your body. And they may look a little bit older, but because of who they are, they deserve respect. Them some legends, baby. Them some childhood legends, okay? You can't never... Them little girls was millionaires before they were 5 years old. Okay? So, I think that people need to stop being so quick to judge a motherfucker. Let bitches live. Sometimes a person may not look the way you think they should look, but everything don't need to be said on social media. You can have your individual thoughts about it and go on about your day. You don't know how that may set them back. They could be going through something, and then they sit there, they came out, and, to do what they do, and then they got to be drug in social media because they didn't look like what society calls beautiful, or they look like they done been through some shit. Hell, some of y'all look like y'all been through some shit, but who am I to judge it? I just thought that was mean. And respect is due anybody. Them girls ain't did nothing to nobody, but they done had a hard life, and they gave a lot of their life to being in entertainment. And let's just be real. If they started when they was babies, how long you think they didn't have no fucking choice? They weren't able to tell their mamas and daddies no. And let's be real, some people will sell their kids out for a dime in a heartbeat. And I do believe that that's probably what they parents did. Put them out there. It's money, baby. So let's, think before you speak. Don't be judging people like that. Now, we all got what we consider beautiful in our standards and our terms. But you ain't got to say everything. Some shit can be just left alone. Social media is a blessing and a curse, I'm going to tell you. Social media took away that fan power for real to me. When I say that fan power, I'm talking about where you admire a musician or an actress and you really like that person for what they did. It wasn't no video coming up about them at their house doing whatever the fuck it is that they do in their personal time. We love them for the craft they presented in front of us. We don't do that now. We so busy in them folks' lives. I remember a time when you used to have to write a letter to the fan clubs, and they had people that ran them and would correspond back with you and send you things like posters with their autographs and things like that. Now, social media took all that away because see now you can tweet the bitch, and most of them, everybody ain't Beyonce, ain't somebody running their accounts. They running their own accounts, and it can make you love them more or hate them because some of these celebrities are not nice people in real life. We don't want to know their asses. Just listen to the damn song, go to the movies, bitch, but don't be trying to know their asses like that. I hate social media for taking that away. I really do. I hate social media for that. I use social media, as you can see, but at the same time, I hate what it has taken away from my generation that grew up where we didn't know what the fuck they was doing and they realized we wasn't following them around with cameras. When they showed up and did an interview, it was a big thing. People couldn't wait to tune in to BET to see who Donna Simpson gonna put on the couch today. Now it's just like shit. If you feel some kind of way about their asses, go on down there to the Twitter and say it, or go on down there to the IG and say it at their ass. They'll see it, child, and some of them claps back, honey. Not realizing that when you blessed, you ain't got to clap back. The blessing is the clap back. It's in itself, and people too stupid to realize that. But that's all I got for this edition of Fuck Shit Friday, y'all. I wanted to get back on doing the videos and give y'all a little authentic me when I'm feeling good and I'm in my right state of mind. Not to say I'm never in my right state of mind in the previous videos, but just I'm in a good place to do this and give it my best. Sometimes I do videos where I'm not feeling so good, so I feel like I don't give you the full essence of who I am. Today has been a good day, thank God, and I feel like talking, so I gave y'all the best of me today. I hope you enjoy it. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow now is Friday. It's Friday now, so I'll be back later on today in the evening hours with the review for Tangled and Twisted episode 7. So be looking out for that. And again, thank y'all for supporting Lady Nika. You don't know, little things, just kind words take you a long way. Because we sure ain't making no damn money off these videos no more. But the kind words and the support go a long way for people. Again, let's not forget, if we can help Lil Matea with her campaign, her medical campaign on GoFundMe, I'll put that link down there. Thank you to everybody who has donated and those who say they gonna donate and those who couldn't, who just wanted to let me know that they would send a prayer. I appreciate you, baby. Prayer is more valuable than cash, okay? Alright, y'all. The depth of my struggle will determine the height of my success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like this video. Comment down below, honey, in that panic. Because, see, I do get down in that panic. Today, I've been just hitting the like button on stuff, and I haven't responded because I've been video recording all day. So, I'm going to get down there and I'm going to talk back with you. But y'all get down there and let me know what you think about these stories that I just brought to you. How you feeling today. Hell, get down there and just start the conversation in the panty. I'll pick it up with you and have a few minutes with you. Hell, I ain't never, I ain't no damn body. I ain't no better than you. You ain't no better than me. Sometimes we all need somebody to just say, hey, how you been doing? So get down in the pen. I'll talk to you, honey. And share this video on your social media sites. And I'll see you guys back in a couple of hours, okay? Y'all have a good remainder to your night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow evening. Peace.